will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers lead by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. On the floor for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Davis, and it's Vonleh in at the 3 spot. Lillard misses.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Griffin.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Here's Vonleh, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Al Paul. Pass to Hazania. Clock at 4. Good on the three-point shot.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Paul with the steal. Here's Crawford. The shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Griffin goes in, and he lays it straight in. Griffin's got 18 points just in the second half.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Griffin passes to Hazania, and the wide-open shot from Redick. Aminu grabs the miss.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Clippers trail by 9. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Hazania. He's covered by Aminu. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Hazania. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Paul against Lillard. Dishes to Aminu. Now here's McCollum. Guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. The shot will not go. Good D by Jordan. Pass to Azania. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Clippers trail by 8. To the inside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Redick with the bucket.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Lillard against Paul. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. And stolen by Jordan. Paul dishes to Jordan. Back to Paul. Second shot opportunity. And it's sent back by Plumlee. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Tipped away. And stolen by Redick. Here's Azania. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
McCollum kicks to Davis, and stolen by Redick. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Chris Kamen's checked in for Plumlee.
Chris Kaman.
Kaman passes to Davis. From down in the low post, it goes.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
Hall. Lillard with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Paul with the 3, and it's Kaman with the rebound.
Well, he's come out a bit chilly here in the second half. Not nearly as effective as he was in the first.
And Aminu kicks to Lillard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Lillard has been playing really well. He has 35 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now. Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. Feeds to Griffin. And that one is hammered home.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at them.
Here's McCollum. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Kaman's shot is good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Griffin a screen on Lillard. Paul dishes to Griffin. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're up by 4. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Ball stolen. And the Clippers another fast break opportunity here.
Man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it. Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
Yeah, two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Clippers trail by 4. A minute 20 left in the game. Paul passes to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard on top, defended by Paul. Lillard attacking a beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got 41.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Griffin a screen on Lillard. Jordan kicks to Griffin. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Here's McCollum. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Redick for 3. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Azania. He's covered by Aminu.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
McCollum dishes to Lillard.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're losing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
With this much time left on the clock, I try to shoot from as close to the basket as possible because that way you have enough time for a quick putback if you miss.
Azania returns to sender, stuffed it, and grabs the rock. The one-man stop ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.